the raise hand button now. We'll get started here with Jim Barcelone.
Jimmy, hey guys, I'm just curious, what are your thoughts of this exciting day and being a part of this whole big event, being on Showtime and just kicking this thing off for 2021 after a tough 2020?
Esses pensamentos de agora estar no Showtime e iniciando ou estreando no Showtime 2021.
I like that we can put Bellator in this TV, and also we can do a box match. I'm looking for that too.
Maybe Adrian Broner. I hear he's a Showtime athlete.
Yeah, I can beat that motherfucker.
There you go. There you go, Jim Barcelone.
Yes, Mr. Eric. I got one more question for you guys. So, Patricio, how do you like that jacket Eric has, Coach Eric has? Do you want him to get you one of those?
I love it. I love his style. He gains a lot of attention. So, I like this.
I do it to take the pressure off the fighters so they can concentrate on decapitating their opponents.
And look good.
You do a good job of that. All the best, man. Thank you both.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. We'll go to Tana Corby.
How's it going, guys? I can hear what you're saying, Eric. How are you? Speaking of that, obviously your last fight against an SPG guy, there was a big rivalry there. You and Emmanuel much more respectful of each other. He told us he's not going to try to antagonize you like Pedro did. Talk to me about the respect that you have for Emmanuel as a competitor.
Fala sobre o respeito que você tem para Emmanuel como competidor. Ela não está tentando falar merda como Carvalho.
Yeah, Pedro is a young man, but he got a loss. Now he gonna make himself a better fight and a better person. I know he's a good boy. So Emmanuel chances I already fought him, and I know, and he knows it was a war. So that's why we have respect to each other.
Eric, a lot of people consider you to be the best coach in MMA. I'm hearing Patricio's English. It sounds like you might be the best teacher in MMA as well. How are you finding that? Obviously, Paulo Costa as well, great English speaker now. Do you feel like it helps you bond with your fighters, also getting involved in teaching them the language?
Yes, for sure. I tell these guys all the time that speaking different languages is like a superpower. And even for the Korean Zombie, I was speaking Korean. If my fight is from Russian, I'm going to speak Russian. So I think it's important to learn the language of not only your fighters, but sometimes even the other, your adversaries. So I'm definitely picking up on some more languages.
So you're going to learn some Irish?
I'm going to learn some Gaelic, correct.
All right, we'll move along here to Kevin Varghese.
Hey, Patricio, Eric, thanks for your time again. Obviously, Eric's, channeling his inner Paul Heyman and being the heel manager, per se, with the outlandish coat and everything. But quick question for Patricio. You obviously saw Max Holloway's performance and a former foe of yours, Michael Chandler, and everything. Obviously, you're calling for the super fights. You're calling for Max Holloway. Like, after seeing Max Holloway's performance, comparing yourself to him, do you think it's going to be a banger of a fight, or do you think, Max Holloway is a problem?
Se você lutar com Max Holloway, tipo, você tá pedindo para super fights agora, se você lutar ela, vai ser uma briga, uma luta, como vai ser essa luta?
I know he's tough. I know he's good. I know his entire career, he's a great fight, but I know him better. I know Bellator is the A-League, so if they want to prove I'm wrong, let's put man against match fight and see who is the best featherweight on the world.
All right. Well, with that being said, your brother, obviously he was supposed to fight last year, and unfortunately he wasn't feeling well, so he had to pull out. Are there any plans for your brother to fight in the upcoming 2021 season?
He's ready. He's already training. He's better now. He's take care of himself and just waiting for a fight.
Acho que vai ser SPG, Peter Quealy.
Yeah, he gonna fight against Peter Quealy, I believe.
All right.
Yeah, he's fighting against Peter Quealy. He's planning on invading SBG and taking one of their top guys out.
All right. Well,
2-0 Pitbull Brothers versus 2-0 Pitbull Brothers versus SBG.
Of course. Just one last question for you, Eric. You know, after seeing all your fighters, how they did, how much do you enjoy being like a translator manager for your fighters?
Well, I'm not a manager. I'm their coach. They call me captain, and I wear a lot of hats. But all of it is just to make sure that they get to achieve their dreams, and that's what we've been doing. You know, in the beginning, it was to get a world title, and then we wanted champ status, and we got that with Henry and Patricio. And now we're looking to go even higher and go for a third title here in Bellator, and you know, same with Henry becoming C4 and going up a weight class over there in the UFC. So, I mean, that's we all have the same dreams, and it's my job to wear as many hats as I need to help these guys accomplish their dreams.
We'll go to Dylan for the next question.
Hi there, Patricio. I'm kind of curious because the name Adrian Broner was mentioned earlier, what with the Showtime crossover and everything. Does Patricio have aspirations for just these unique, I guess, kind of one-off fights, or are there greater aspirations to perhaps contend for a boxing title?
Você tem esperanças para lutar, tipo, só luta de boxe, você tem quer título mundial de boxe, você tá, quais são seus pensamentos?
I like challenges. If in boxing have someone who is good, I want to fight him. I don't care about the titles. I care about the challenger. I put myself in the dangerous and take over of that.
O que você falou?
Domino isso, quero dominar isso.
He wants to dominate them, put himself in a challenging position and dominate.
Okay, we'll go
Showtime,
to
baby.
Abdul Patel.
Eric, you're looking like a bear. Speaking of bears, we've recently heard that Khabib is going to move on without the title, without the division. He's going to officially retire. Patricio, I know this is kind of like a fantasy matchup, and you being a lightweight champion, how do you think that fight would have panned out?
Se você lutar com Khabib, como vai ser essa luta?
Everyone knows he's a fucking monster. He's bigger than me. Has more. Maybe he has more power than me. His takedowns. But I know he's not complete. He has a lot of things that he's not good, and I can
Exploit them.
Sorry.
Exploit them.
Exploit them. Yes. So I believe in myself. So I think I can win this fight.
Como?
All right, we'll go to Chris Santiago.
Hi guys, how's it going? Good. My question is, who's the better dressed out of you guys and Henry Cejudo?
Who's the better one?
Quem veste melhor? A gente com Cejudo.
Quem se veste melhor? The captain. Yes.
Nice. And you know, with the $1 million prize on the line, you know, what are you gonna do with that $1 million prize?
I'm not thinking about the money, just think about my dream. So I don't know. Let's get the picture. That's it. That's the most important in my life.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Patricio. Appreciate your time. And thank you to all the media for joining us today. We'll have these videos up on the Bellator PR YouTube page shortly.